Hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. I am Cole Wolford. This is Cailen and Minsc. Last episode we recruited Minsc, saved him from being possessed by the Absolute. I was accidentally pulled my headset off it. Oh, I saw non-lethal damage turned on. We're gonna fix that. We're going to, off screen I went and returned the gold to the banker because I didn't feel like y'all needed to see all that, and did a little shopping. So I got some new equipment for people. Like I got this new bow for Astarion. So we're gonna send that back to, him. And Karlak, we're gonna give this glaive to Mitz. Oh right, there's that armor. Yeah, we actually need to really quick get to Dammon, because there's a set of armor I want to buy for him for Minsc. Because I am going to make Minsc a barbarian, not a ranger, but I'm going to give him armor.
Jahira, do you like to, that is, what do you like to do?
Oh, I get it.
As in, hobbies? Well, I like to play music, I suppose.
She doesn't know her hobbies.
I'm just picturing you strumming on a harp so hard the strings snap and try not to shriek. What do you play?
She's so cute. She's fangirling.
Mostly the same children's rhyme. Better to whistle often. I do not get a lot of time to practice. Spare me the sad eyes, girl. Not every daily deed is worthy of song. Certainly none I can play.
That was so cute. Karlak's so fucking adorable. I love her so much. Okay, Dammon. Money.
What can I do for you?
Can I take a look at your wares?
Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Maybe I'll sell some stuff to him too. I have stuff to sell, right? Oh, a maintenance bedroll. Okay, that's. What's that great axe? Oh, it's just a blooded great axe. Oh right, I sold that armor to him. Ha! There it is. Yeah, on one masterwork scale for Minsc. I'm still really pissed that I forgot to go get the braces of defense way back in the beginning of the game. Okay, now we're going to long rest. Well, first we're going to fast travel back to Basilisk Gate, because I think we're going to go try to do the murder tribunal stuff. Nah, maybe not. Let's long rest.
Jahira!
Yeah,
The boy
new
is
content!
trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Oh, she's
Do
pissed.
not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Bo greet cheek with hand.
I love that. I love Minsc so much, and I love Matt Bush so much. That needs a drink. Also, oh, I almost got that on my keyboard. That would have been bad. Also, Bunratty Mead, if you want to sponsor me, I will totally chill out for you. Say nothing. But Matt Mercer, crushing this voice line, says Minsc. Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
You are the only one Minsc listens to. Remember? I was literally just thinking, I'd have to roll a 2 to fail this. Fuck you, game. That's better.
You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
Oh.
But this is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wiclaren? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees.
I'm
You're
sad
a queer
now.
kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself.
I love him so
The
much.
titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
I suppose there's some twisted logic at play there.
Is there? Wonderful. Another Minsc in the making.
Not Cailen.
Ha! Not without a companion, I'm afraid. Boo will ask some of his sewer-dwelling friends.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Voice acting is so good there. I want to point out that one of the biggest moments was the crack in Jaheira's voice when she said, "You forced me to leave you behind." Also, he called Jaheira his Waclaren. So for those of you who didn't play the first two games, Minsc had a bonded partner, Dynahir, who was his Waclaren. She was a sorcerer that I can't remember what class she was actually, it's been so long since I played the first two games. But she was his partner. And he was bonded to her for life, and she died. And it was... And Dynahir's gone, so... And also for Jaheira, Khalid, her husband, is dead. So all they have left, all of their party members, as far as I know, from the first two games, everyone's dead. Like, Imuen's definitely dead. The Ballspawn is more than likely dead. The Ballspawn could be alive if they were an elf or something. Unless there's something in the DLC for Baldur's Gate 2 that I missed. But yeah, most of the other party members are definitely dead. So it's just Jaheira and Minsc. They're all each other have. But now Minsc has a new buddy. In the form of Cailen Wolf. They will be friends forever. Karlach, I'm sorry to do this.
Hey, you.
So what did you think of your hero Jaheira's house?
I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash.
Oh, for sure.
Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
Stop making me sad.
Really?
You heard me.
Fine.
Gale, you're staying in the party. For many reasons. We're gonna bring Jaheira and Minsc.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this
Guardian
place.
spirits, great.
In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsc?
Do you remember why you were meeting with the Zhentarim?
So dark an alliance sealed with Zentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsc could forget?
Yes.
You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply...
Ooh!
Ooh, why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to...
I love Boo so much. Look at Will in the background like, what
Once
the
again,
fuck?
in smaller words.
Will just looked at the record and said, what the fuck is going on over there?
I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsc is knowing more than Minsc knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsc does not remember. And Boo suggests that just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsc cannot.
Ah!
The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek.
Did he just say that he uses Boo to tickle, to scratch places he can't reach? I'm just gonna assume he means the middle of his back, because as a fellow buff boy, it is impossible to reach the middle of your back when you are like 250 plus pounds. And if before anyone in the comments who knows nothing about lifting says, "Oh, Minsc isn't 250," he's not. Minsc is absolutely over 250 pounds. Homie's like 6'6", and that build, he's at least 260, at least. You sound reluctant.
The worm has already whipped me around the city like a slack-backed pony. I have no wish to saddle myself a second time. But if it cannot be Boo who pops inside my skull for a rummage, then I trust you.
Okay. Makes sense.
Or Jaheira, but she is currently possessed of an empty head.
Okay.
At first, there is nothing. His mind is empty as a still expanse of open country. But then... your face, the Stone Lord's face, mirrored in bloodied steel. In the heat of burning buildings, you hold your blade high above pale, frightened faces.
No.
See?
That is not right. I slew only monsters. The voice said that they were monsters.
Oh no, Boot
A
Minsc.
whisper. The Absolute's voice, twisting the petty guild thieves before you into snarling, savage beasts, feeding on the weak of your city.
The guild. The Stone Lord hunted them, peeled away their rotten ranks one by one to lay bare their corrupt heart. 9 fingers Keene. That is what the Absolute bought Black Zentish Steel to do. To kill the Guildmaster.
We had better get to the guild hall before the battle is done.
Until Minsc arrives, the battle has not even begun. Whatever strangeness you believe you saw, there is only one simple truth in Minsc's mind. The cult is evil. The guild is evil. And Minsc fights evil.
Fair.
If you cannot believe his words, then watch his doings. We will foil the Zentish plot, and then we will show 9 fingers the 5 fingers of Minsc. Yes?
As simple as that.
Yes? Yes.
You'd ask Boo.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
Follow me.
Minsc shall be your shadow, as Boo is his.
Alright, so everyone watching at home, I'm sorry to
Justice
say
walks
to
on
all
4
of you.
feet and sleeps in my boot.
Justice walks on 4 feet, 4 feet, sleeps in my boot. I am going to be pretty much... Lae'zel is going to be riding the bench for a while. Because why have Lae'zel when I can have Karlach or Minsc? I'll use Lae'zel in specific missions, I think. But...
I shall be here in thy camp.
Change class. Because Minsc is not a ranger. Oh, no. He's no ranger. Absolutely not. He is a barbarian. Yeah, level up Minsc. No, you're a berserker, as you're meant to be. I was also making a barbarian and making wild heart. I'm like, but his whole thing is that he's a berserker. Yeah, we're gonna go with an ASI. Strength. Constitution. Yeah. Okay, level 5, yep. So all the way to level 10 then. Mindless Rage. Your rage becomes all consuming, repelling outside influence. You can be charged by... Oh, cool. You hold your instincts to the utmost degree. You gain +3 bonus to me. Yeah. So just so you guys know, Barbarian is absolutely my favorite class. I actually waffled a lot between whether to play another Barbarian for this Let's Play or to play a Paladin, because it's my second favorite class. I went with a Paladin because I was currently playing a Barbarian, like, when I started this, on, like, my own time. But when I finally do record a Dark Urge for you guys, it will be a Dragonborn Barbarian. Oh, man, that wasn't good. Level 9. Brutal critical, thank the gods. Intimidating presence. Yeah, berserkers get some cool shit. Oh, what? Level 11? Did we level up? Okay. Is he just max level? Do you get him at max level? Yes. Yeah, we're taking ability improvement. You're not a tanky barbarian. So we're going to give you 20 strength and 15 dex. I think that's fine. Okay, now we're going to look at your equipment. What's Will got on? So I'm thinking of respecing Will, so I might... Yeah, I might give that to Will and change him up a little bit too. Right now, Minsc, we're giving this Howard. We're going to see how his armor compares. Because right now he's got on leather armor, just so his... If we take off that armor, his AC is 15. Put on this... AC goes up to 18, yeah. And that looks pretty damn cool on him too, so we're gonna go with that. Is there any better equipment we could be having on him? No. Does not look like it. Okay, that's fine. And there's a reason we didn't give all of these to Karlach, because... Yeah. Alrighty. Minsc is ready for the battling.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Yeah, we're all level 10. Minsc is level 11. We're gonna talk to Minsc a little more, though.
a little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
You're quick to call me friend.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
Of course we're friends. Friend.
Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them.
I fucking love Minsc so much.
Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through?
Answer me honestly. What's with the hamster?
Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
You're joking. Does the hamster actually speak to you?
There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion.
You're not a ranger.
Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashomon. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, they are easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin.
Ooh.
It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsc as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle.
That's fair. So you're a paladin of justice.
Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo.
I'm literally a paladin.
Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Well, the mind of Minsc is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsc, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsc you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomon style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsc.
Oh.
With training, he has learned to master the many little knots.
I love him so much. Why couldn't we get him in Act 2? Or Act 1? I would have loved to have Minsc join the party sooner. He's got a tadpole! I love Minsc so much. I must spend as much time with him as possible before the end of this game. You are literally too dumb to be breathing. Right. Well, never mind your pants. You've walked between planes, fought gods!
Well, as have you, no?
Fair.
Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsc, Minsc also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
Of course, a warrior speaks their mind, instead of reading others.
Exactly so. If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale.
I love him.
No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsc cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
Okay. Yeah, I fucking love him. Level 1 human? That's weird. We're gonna long rest. And then we're actually gonna go help Nine Fingers, I guess? I haven't done this yet. And then I think after we help Nine Fingers, we'll either do Cazador's Palace or try to find the Temple of Shar. I love Minsc so fucking much. You know, that's the one downside of having both him and Karlach as barbarians is I have no... Well, and also with me being a martial, a half-caster, but let's be real, no one's casting tons of spells as a paladin. And if you are, you're paladining wrong. You can't play the game wrong, I'm just teasing all of you. But anyway, my point is, like, I really want to see dialogue, like, walking around that Minsc and Karlach have, because I feel like they'd be, like, best friends. We're going to talk to Minsc more after we do this Nine Fingers King stuff. I promise you that. I fucking promise. Aid the Underduke. We are going to go aid her. Cailen is still a sword and board for now until there's the possibility of us getting a much better sword. I still haven't decided if I'm going to deal with Orin or Gortash first.
What has you sneaking around? Oh.
Minsc does not sneak, Queen Cutpurse. He follows a direct line from boot to butt.
Turning the Zhentarim on me with my own coin. A dramatic entrance to land the killing blow yourself. I'll give you this, Stone Lord. You've got style.
Minsc has no such style. We are here to cleanse the Zhentish taint, not to rub it all the deeper.
You expect me to believe that you're here to help me?
Yes, we are. Yes. Against the Zhent, at least.
Helping first and harming after. Justice dines on a set menu, Nine Fingers. And Boo will be having seconds.
The armor looks
Don't
really
let
good
the
on him.
hamster nibble on anything valuable. We might just get along, Stone Lord. Come then. There are visitors in my guild hall. I'd be a poor host to keep them waiting.
Yep, and we are gonna murder them. $41? Girl! She's doing 40 damage with thrown weapons. I don't want to do some Minsc right now because there's so many people down there.
My hamster has dined on god flesh. You are but a tiny crumb.
Yeah, we're not gonna rage just yet.
I'd sooner split his skull, but as you wish.
Ooh, nice throw. Alright. A lot of fighters. Wolf hearts. As someone who loves wolves, I wish the wolf hearts barbarian stuff was better at low level. It gets way better at high level. Oh no, that was 26 fucking damage. What the fuck? Oh, we're high level. I'm gonna look at that barbarian real quick and see what her... Reflex, examine. Level and high up barbarian. Rage, Wolfheart. Does initial 3 damage with melee and improvised weapons when throwing object? Okay. Always have advantage on melee close against enemies within 2 meters. Also has resistance on physical damage and advantage on strength checks and saving throws. So it's more of a damage based barbarian as opposed to.
When I need to.
Yeah, you can. And we're actually gonna. Can't see them. You know what we're gonna do then? They saved, of course they fucking saved. Yeah, get up here and let Minsc get over to you and beat the shit out of you. What? Stunning strike, you fucker. Yeah, this fight's not going to be very long. This fight's probably way harder if you try to side with this against Nine Fingers. Cutting extra. Are they all rogue multiclass? Crit. Okay. No!
Swiftly now.
Fuck. Okay, it'll hurt her. God damn it.
Time to push my luck again.
We're not letting Keene die. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Ooh. Oh fuck, Minsc is. Ah, damn it. Yeah, how about we do... We just have cure wounds? Yeah.
Come now. That's quite enough bleeding.
It's 2 for the level, let's just use them. Third level healing word too. He's a monk rogue. Interesting. Oh, fuck you. That's a low level wolf. All y'all go up there. Good. critical miss. Good. Okay. This fight might be trickier than I thought it was going to be. That's a bunch of things I can't use any of the spells I want to use because... Oh my god, that's a lot of HP. Yeah, we're gonna pile into you. Oh, almost.
Never a dull moment.
We're gonna kill you. Man, this is such really good for Paladins. Yeah. She's so fucking powerful. I'm glad we didn't choose to fight against her. Can you get over there with a jump, Minsc? Oh my gods, you can.
See
Get
how
him.
my skull shines? It is so you might see the fear in your own eyes.
Wait, why did I not do the force damage? That's weird. Okay, she's dead. Good. This fight's over. Like, long, very, very over. There's one enemy left. Why would you do that? That was stupid.
Quickly.
Do I have anything that's like single target? I mean, I have blight. Yeah, whatever. She can't reach. I'm gonna let other people deal with their shit. It hits. Oh, you're so dead. Just kill him.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I can't get there.
That's enough talking, all. Back to work. There's a mess needs clearing.
Yeah, come here. We need to talk.
Zenta down. Just you and me now, Stone Lord. So if you mean to take my chair, you'll get no better chance than this.
It's gonna do it.
Minsc has no interest in your furniture, Nine Fingers. Only in the wicked rot that fills it.
What?
You have been a stone in this city's boot for too long. And it will be no Stone Lord who reaches twixt Baldur and sticky toes to dislodge you. It will be Minsc!
I haven't got the slightest idea what he's trying to say.
Proof that he is back to normal, no?
A bizarre tale. But it fits this idiot somehow. But if he's back to himself... Good. I'd rather you die as Minsc the Mad Rashimar. It's silly, but... Do you know? You were something of a hero of mine when I was young.
Even now, your tongue twists the truth. When you were young and ten-fingered still, Minsc and Boo were stone, instatuated on a city square.
Aye. I remember the spot. By a garden on the Wide. A soft, thicket near the market with ample pockets to pick. Celestia itself to a street rat looking for shelter.
Aww.
You might not have been wrestling monsters, but you kept the wind and the rain off. Heroic enough for me.
You tried to dampen Boo's eyes. Do not think you will be spared his teeth. Evil is evil, even if it was once innocent.
Oh, I'm no innocent. But evil? Will you tell me?
She's got a
With the
good point.
fist, the watch, and the council itself all
Yeah.
licking the Absolute's boots.
Yeah.
Who's the only one left standing to protect Baldur's Gate?
She's right, Minsc. She's been an ally down through the years. A friend, even.
A friend?
yeah.
Jaheira, Boo cannot believe his ears. Has the city fallen so far in our absence? Are there no heroes left?
You?
Heroes come and go. But the Guild has always been here, protecting the city. Until the Stone Lord came to break us.
She's right. The guild will fight for the city. We just have to let them. Thanks, Jaira.
I am shamed. Nadeshka. Unworthy to fight alongside my friends. Boo, what am I to do?
I can't speak for your rodent, but I know something of debts. If you reckon you've got one to repay, well, we could always work together.
With you? Pfft. Minsc has no lust for gold. That he would shake grandmothers by their ankles, or set Boo nibbling at their purse strings.
It's quite
I'm not
exciting.
talking about that. We've both got bigger enemies than one another. The city's enemies. And Tyr's honest truth, you gave my guild the wake-up call it needed. We've grown complacent, lazy, too sure of our standing.
Yeah,
We
you
never
really
would
did.
have needed the Zhent if we'd had a fighting force of our own. Swords for the city when the Watch and the Fist fail us.
Like a berserker lodge of my homeland. No army or militia serving the local lords, but heroes working for the common good.
Heroes. Sure.
Very well. Minsc and Boo accept.
I'm sorry, you what?
Boo and I will be your berserker lodge, taking the ugly ways of your guild and beating them into a more virtuous shape.
That's not even slightly what I was saying. I wasn't asking.
You are right. I have proven myself
Oh, he's so
unworthy.
dumb. I love him.
I cannot serve this city if I was so easily turned against it. If I do not know my own mind, perhaps I no longer know what is good.
Minsc, I'm fairly certain that good is literally the only thing you do know.
My friend, I am touched by your kind words. And now I must be equal to them. What say you, Boo? When the Absolute is slain, shall we join Nine Fingers Keene and show her the ways of goodness?
You did say he was your hero, Estelle. Maybe you'll learn something.
I love this so
Can't
much.
we just go back to killing one another instead?
I like a Cailen bowed up. Like,
Fine.
we can.
Let's leave this particular fight for when the actual war is won, shall we? With the Stone Lord off my back, I'll be able to bring my people out of hiding. Cobble together a force, so we're ready when you call on us. You have my thanks. Though, I'm still not actually sure you haven't made my life that little bit harder.
Fair. Okay. We are gonna fast travel. An apocalyptic deal. Oh god. And what was I gonna do? I think we're gonna try to do Shadowheart stuff
Those
next.
clanking great steel watches. Bloody hate them.
No matter what the mouth says.
So we're gonna long rest. First, we're gonna kick Jaheira out of the party and bring Shadowheart along.
I think you chasing rumor halfway around the city and back.
Sorry, I skipped.
Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. It was no mean feat to make nice with the sourest puss in the city, by the way. It took years for Estelle and I to trust one another. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you, but...
You like me, Mama
I can only say
Jaheira.
thank you.
Mama J.
Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end.
Thanks, Jaheira. Don't thank me just yet. Minsc and Keene are sure to give you some headaches.
Bringing those two together might have been your greatest service to the city, huh? Or your worst. Time will tell. But I think she can handle the worst of his excesses. She had best believe that he will very much handle hers. For the moment, he and I are your problem. So, lead the way. We are yours to command.
Yeah.
You're sure?
On that note, hang out at camp. Shadowheart, get in the party.
I wasn't expecting it.
Join me.
All right.
How close are we to level 11? So close. Minsc!
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both.
Oh?
It may shock you both to know, but Minsc and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man.
You don't say.
And that same one man is Minsc.
Alas! Alack! It cannot be so!
Please, my friend. Your noble tears will not make the confessing any easier. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dawn was within Minsc all along. So I wonder, if Minsc can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures?
Maybe.
Is there good and evil within us all?
I mean...
Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend.
Okay, so... I personally kind of definitely believe what Minsc is saying, like there's good and evil in everybody, because I've had some people who I thought were amazing people turn out to be awful people. And well, not even that they were awful people, it's just that they made really bad choices. And I certainly have been no saint my whole life. Everyone has the potential for good. It's just buried deeper in some, or lost along the way.
I see. In the case of Nine Fingers, perhaps it was all bunched up in that finger she lost. It shall be for Minsc and Boo to be her virtuous pinky.
We must protect this
It
man.
is strange. A worm
At all costs.
sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsc see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite.
Thank you.
There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free.
There we go.
Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer.
Philosophizer. God, I love him. I'd like to know a little more about you. You called yourself Nideshka before. What does that mean?
It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashiman, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle rage, a berserker must always know friend from foe. A berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves.
Huh. You're still fighting for your cause, a century after you began. Don't doubt yourself now. Fuck you, game. That's more like it.
Boo and I, we thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsc knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. Fear not. This blunt blade will be whetted once more, on as many culty butts as he can reach.
This man. Okay, we're gonna talk more.
Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks.
I'd like to know a little more about you. I don't think you're half as dumb as you pretend.
How dare you? Minsc pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge.
Are you now? I'd like to know your thoughts on our companions.
You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom.
Actually, it was your opinion I wanted, not Boo's.
Minsc and Boo are of one mind and one heart. And Boo is the wiser. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing.
Pinecone? That's weirdly
He will
specific.
tell what he knows. But Minsc, of course, will translate.
Alright, let's hear your thoughts on Astarion.
Oh, the pale scoundrel has his charms, it cannot be denied. But, my friend, it gives me no pleasure to tell you, Astarion is not what he claims to be. Just last night, Minsc was dressing one of his many heroic wounds in camp, when Astarion stumbled upon the scene. I tell you, he grew pale as death itself. He licked his lips and trembled so violently that Minsc thought he might fade on the
Oh,
spot.
that's a glitch with his
The
arms.
truth is painful, but undeniable. Astarion is a coward. How can he fight the battles to come when he grows soft at the first sight of blood?
Is Boo telling him?
Just one moment. You are sure? And you could not have told me this before? Minsc may have been mistaken. Boo presents compelling evidence that Astarion may in fact be a vampire.
That he is, but one of the good ones.
Minsc has met many vampires, and never one whose smile did not hide treacherous teeth. But, as you say, this world is a strange and wondrous place. Minsc has seen the soul of an angel in a child of Baal. Once, even a kind banker. If the sun can bear to look upon Astarion's monstrous face, then so can Minsc and Boo. For now, at least.
I'd like to hear your take on someone else. What about Will?
Ah, the great blade of frontiers. A fine name. Minsc has no idea what it means, but it suits young Will's air of mystery well. It is good to know the city did
Favorite
not go
character.
unprotected
I'm sorry,
while
favorite
I
character.
wore pigeon droppings on the wide. Jahira did her part, of
Karlach
course.
still,
but
Karlach,
she
Shadowheart,
prefers
and
to
Will
scowl
and
from
Halsin
the
are some of my
shadows.
favorites, but
This city needs
he's
a
the
name,
best.
a face, preferably a furry companion too.
Perhaps you and Will can team up when all of this is over.
Ho ho ho! Minsc will need a title to match. Something to wash away this Stone Lord's stain. The boot of backsides, perhaps? Or... Ay, poo! Evocative, but so crude. I will stick to simple Minsc.
Ah, I wanted to hear more.
Not minding is one of the many things Minsc is known for.
Can I have roll?
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur. Minsc is an open book, with men. Boo is ready with the musings.
You and Karlach must have a lot in common.
Indeed. A berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat, and metal, and some manner of coin-operated device.
Gortash sold her to Zariel. He has a lot to answer for.
That he does. And all of the questions that Minsc has to ask are of the pointed and painful kind.
You're not going.
But, for all his betrayings of Karlach, Gortash never for a moment bested her.
Oh?
Karlach remains Karlach. Even if all her parts were traded for tin and scrap, Minsc thinks this would still be so.
That's really sweet.
And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured.
I hope so. I hope you're right. You should tell Karlach you think so highly of her.
Ha! She knows. A warrior always knows. After all, do you not see the wicked gleam of wisdom in Minsc and Boo's own eyes? A little rest to brush the road. Minsc is an open book.
Yeah.
With
Like,
many
he's asked
pretty
about payments.
Boo is ready with the musings.
What do you think of Lae'zel?
Minsc knows her people well. The skin of the world is thin up in Rasheman, and it is easier there for things to slip between the planes. Sometimes these are wonders from other worlds. Sometimes warriors, hungry for plunder. Such visitors have inspired a saying among my people. The children of Gith live long and forget the face of death. And so they come to Rasheman to be reminded.
That's pretty badass. She's been a fine ally. I know people have fought the Illithids much longer than we have.
Exactly so. And the Illithids are our true enemies. If Boo must choose which enemy to fight, it will be Fisheye he dines on
that's good.
first, not that of any Githyanki. Besides, the children of Gith alone have witnessed a sight that I have long yearned to behold.
And for a moment, you share in a vision tinged with his awe. Imaginings of the astral sea, an immense horde of wild space hamsters drifting in the endless expanse.
The Githyanki may have Minsc of Rasheman's ire, sometimes healthy servings of his sword. But for this, and this alone, they shall always have his respect.
Okay. I love Minsc so much.
Make sure you are refreshed.
So I know
before we
I
set
just
out
said
again,
like,
friend.
oh, new favorite character.
The road to
Minsc
justice
was
is
my favorite
paved
character
with
in
kicked buttocks.
Baldur's Gate 2 specifically. Baldur's Gate 1 he didn't have a lot of character, but I still liked him. But he's my favorite character in Baldur's Gate 2. In this game, he's definitely in my top 5 of the party. Karlach, Shadowheart, and it's Karlach, Shadowheart, Halsin, Will, Minsc in some variation, and then Gale right below. Sorry, basic wit girl, but Gale, I like Minsc and Halsin and Will better than Gale. Sorry, honey. I mean, you know, I've told you, but listen, Gale girlies, in my opinion, make way more sense than Astarian girlies. So I think you're in the right.
Minsc is an open book, with men. Boo is ready with the musings.
I'm really curious about this. What's the word on Halsin?
Who is Halsin?
The huge muscular elf?
Somehow, such a person as you describe has entirely escaped Minsc's notice. How strange.
You'll like him. He reminds me of you a little.
If such a tiny, puny druid man reminds you of Minsc,
I never said he was a
think
druid.
the tadpole may have made a feast of your brain.
You're both giant hulking good do-gooders. I thought you'd get along.
Minsc saw the druid chasing himself in circles and sniffing his own butt last night. He has spent too long as a wolf and not enough as a man. No, Boo! The druid did not beat Minsc at the arm wrestling. It was not a fair match, and he turned into an owlbear midway through, and there was grease on the tree stump.
Oh, that was funny.
Make sure you are refreshed. Minsc is an open book, with many. Boo is ready with the...
He didn't have anything for Gale or Shadowheart. Huh. Let's click on everyone and see what they think of Minsc.
Oakfather preserve you.
Oh.
The city, you mean?
Oh, we already saw this.
And listen to me. Yes.
I'm pretty sure we already did that conversation.
Let's talk.
You don't have anything to say about Minsc?
All's well, I hope. Aside from the...
No one has anything to say about Minsc? We're not going to exhaust all his dialogue now because that would be...
Is something...
like...
Minsc is so amazing!
He is Karlak.
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
New dialogue. Alright, I'll admit basic. This message is to basic Wit Girl and basic Wit Girl alone. I'll admit it. Gale's pretty. He's not as pretty as Halsin, but he's still pretty. And he's definitely not as pretty as Shadowheart or Karlak. He's the second prettiest man in the game, though. He's prettier than Astarion. Why does Illuminista have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question. Never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. Take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
That's all we're going to do now. And with that, folks, we are going to take a long rest, and then we're going to end tonight's episode. And then next time we pick up, we will... Ooh, we're running low on supplies. Good thing we can buy them here. When we pick up, we are going to head for... Yeah, we're going to leave camp. We are going to try to find, I think it was the House of... It wasn't the House of Hope, that's Raphael's. House of Darkness, House of Grief, something like that? I don't know. But for right now, that's all we got. Next time on Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, we are going to go confront the followers of Shar, probably. I'll see you guys in the next one.